Putin calls Kerry a liar on Syria, CBS News. News.com, CBS Evening News, CBS This Morning, 48 hours, 60 minutes, Sunday morning, Face the Nation. Video. U.S. World. Politics. Entertainment. Health. Money Watch. C-Tech. Crime. Sports. More. Blogs The Feed Battleground The WH. Webshow 60 Overtime Face-to-Face. Resources Mobile Radio Local. Login. Join News.com Sign in with. Profile. Manage my newsletter subscriptions. Update my email address. Change my password. Log out. Syria Crisis Explorer. Latest. Foreign intervention. Chemical weapons. Humanitarian crisis. Brev. Next. App/September 4th, 2013, 5:29 p.m. Putin calls Kerry a liar on Syria. Russian President Vladimir Putin, right back, speaks at a meeting of the Presidential Human Rights Council in the Kremlin in Moscow, Wednesday, September 4th, 2013. AP photo/Maxim Shepenkov. Moscow. Russian President Vladimir Putin in Wednesday called U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry a liar, claiming he had denied that Al-Qaeda was fighting with the Syrian opposition in that country's civil war. Play video. Putin issues warning to U.S. in going it alone in Syria. Speaking to his Human Rights Council, Putin recalled watching a congressional debate, where Kerry was asked about Al-Qaeda. Putin said he had denied that it was operating in Syria, even though he was aware of the Al-Qaeda-linked Jabhat al-Nusra group. Putin said, "This was very unpleasant and surprising for me. We talked to them, the Americans, and we assume they are decent people, but he is lying and he knows that he is lying." This is said. It was unclear exactly what Putin was referencing, but Kerry was asked Tuesday, while testifying before the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, if the Syrian opposition had become more infiltrated by Al-Qaeda. Kerry responded that that was basically incorrect and that the opposition has increasingly become more defined by its moderation. When asked if a strike would make al-Nusra and other extremist forces stronger, Kerry responded, "No, I don't believe you do make them stronger. As a matter of fact, I think you actually make the opposition stronger. And the opposition is getting stronger by the day now." In testimony Wednesday, Kerry said that he didn't agree that a majority of the opposition are Al-Qaeda and the bad guys. Extremists amount to 15 to 25% of the opposition, he said, including al-Nusra and many other groups that are fighting each other, even now. Putin also repeated Russia's position that any use of military force against Syria without the approval of the UN Security Council would be an act of aggression. Copyright 2013 The Associated Press. All rights reserved. This material may not be published, broadcast, rewritten, or redistributed. Popular on News.com. China mogul's villa in the clouds coming down. Millionaires elaborate an illegal playhouse atop 26-story Beijing apartment building now under forced deconstruction. Area near Fukushima remains a nuclear danger zone. Residents of Akuma, a town of 11,500 people located 2 miles from the Fukushima Daiichi power plant in Japan, fled for their lives when an earthquake struck on March 11, 2011. Residents are allowed to make 10 trips a year to their homes and wonder if they'll ever be able to return for good. Sefdon reports. Police, Afghan militants drag female author out of her home, shoot her dead. 146 comments. Obama's evidence versus Putin's evidence at G20. 82 comments. Russian Ix's DC lobbying plan, dispatches more ships. 73 comments. 10-year-old discovers mummy in his grandmother's attic. Putin calls Kerry a liar in Syria. 268 comments. Iran's new president wishes Jews a blessed Rosh Hashanah. 94 comments. Tropical storm Gabrielle downgraded to depression in Caribbean. The United Nations, held hostage by Russia on Syria, trying to stay relevant. 80 comments. 268 comments.